So in my work as a career coach, I'm often asked about, how do I find my dream job? And most people would talk about tactics, things to do to actually make sure they have the right interview prep. But I think it's important to think about where you end as a starting point and work your way back to what you need to do first. So if you think about your end goal as starting at your dream job, the thing that comes immediately before that is getting the offer. Now, to get an offer at your dream job, you need to have actually interviewed for your dream job. Now, a lot of the conversation is usually around interview prep, resume prep, how do I make sure I have the right questions, all valid things, but all of that needs to come back before you even get those questions. So, how are you applying for the job? Are you hesitating because you don't have all the right qualifications or skills or you don't know the right people? Again, totally fair. But to even apply for the job, the prerequisite should be about learning about the organization you're headed into or the business that you want to start. Again, this applies to both entrepreneurs as well as people who want to work in a corporate or a large nonprofit organization. Now, again, learning about the right org means you have to actually find that organization. And to do that, you actually have to understand what are the right characteristics. So how have you identified the characteristics that are going to be present in this organization? Well, as you can imagine, the prerequisite step for this is get to know what matters to you. And this is a really important step because if you begin to find organizations or do the research and they don't actually align to what matters to you, then it's not going to lead you to a happy place. Think back on your career, on every positive and negative experience you've ever had. And literally this can be all the way back to school. It can be certain jobs you had early in your life or early in your career, but what was good consistently and what was bad negatively consistently. This leads to the first of these 10 steps. And that's simply asking yourself a big question. What do you want? Now, most people consider this question to be a little ridiculous, but I consider it to be absolutely vital. Because if you can't answer that question concisely and consistently, then you don't know what you want. So, 10 steps, start with what you want. Go back through your career to figure out the good and bad experiences you've had. Identify what has mattered to you in the past and what matters to you right now. Find the characteristics that you want to search for in companies. Find the organization that actually embodies those characteristics. Learn about that place. Apply for the job. Interview. Get the offer. Start your dream job. My name is Aaron Fung, and if you have questions about how to do this, you can go to my website at www.coachingaf.com, or you can send me a message on LinkedIn. Hope to hear from you soon.